seeing my brothers and my family just playing basketball from a kid, it just definitely inspired me just trying to do that. And then I started getting to organize hoops at like 5. It's been a game around me, and I'm just to see where it takes me.
Given having a brother like that, man, it goes to show you this is where online prep can suck. How long were you playing
Me.
him one-on-one for, and how long did it take? Have you beaten him yet? How lo
Yeah.
If so, how long did it take
Okay.
to do it?
So yeah, he's always been in super good shape. He's always the fastest guy you'll play against on the court. So just playing against him, he always got the best of me. But recently we played after first while in a couple years, we played in the gym. Uh, I don't think he scored too many points, but it's always competition with me and my fam. We always get after it on the court and just try to push each other to be better.
And with DeMar being so close to him, was he someone that has been able to be an influence on
Mhm.
you also?
Yeah, for sure. Just seeing him as I grew up, him and my brother being best friends. I've had many experiences with him, workouts with him, and just different conversations with him, going by his house, and just seeing the way he prepares uh, each and every day for the game. He's definitely a pros pro. He's all about basketball, and it's what he loves to do. And just seeing that and learning from him, somebody who's been in the league so long, I feel like it's definitely helped me prepare in many different ways as well too. And just trying to pick his brain whenever I can, and just learn from somebody like that. I feel like it's a great position to be in.
You have a story you remember from DeMar?
I was kind of young when I was around him and my brother, but I guess the earliest story I can remember is when him, and my brother Romeo were just. I was like 4 or 5 years old, hanging out with him and Demar in my brother's dorm room at USC back in the day. So I feel like that was like the coolest experience for me back in the day.
Have you ever thought of following in your brother's footsteps and playing for the Trojans?
I mean, I feel like there's always a thought about just playing in your own like your hometown. I grew up in LA and just I seen it from a young age. There's always that rivalry, USC versus UCLA, in the city. So it's like you always would want to go to one of those schools, but I feel like at a pretty young age, I figured out what I wanted to do, and once I figured out Houston was the spot for me, I was stuck on it.
How early was that you kinda knew you wanted to play for the Cougars?
I was out here for a tournament actually in John Lucas tournament, and then we went to the game. It was a UCF, the game versus UCF when they had Taco Fall. Yep, and I mean that was the craziest game, and then I just fell in love with it. But I knew it was gonna be a process, just growing up and just uh talking to other schools and seeing different things. But then when Houston offered me after my freshman year, so my freshman year summer, I was like, okay, yeah, this is a school I already liked. They had a great culture. Coach Sampson's the best coach in the country. I was like, yeah, it's a no-brainer. So that's kind of how it went.
Were you making it out to games on a year-to-year basis, kinda knowing that you were coming?
Oh, I tried to get up as much as I can. Probably a game a season I tried to make it to, but it was kind of harder for me being when I was in high school, like my freshman year and my sophomore year, I was all the way in Minnesota and Virginia, so it was kind of hard for me to make it up to the games until I got to my junior year when I went back to California for school.
What brought you
So
up to Minnesota and Virginia?
so I was in Minnesota. I went to Minnehaha from my 8th grade to like halfway through my sophomore year. Um, and then that was with my older brother. So he went there, and then I went with him. And then my sophomore year went to Oak Hill Academy. That was in Virginia, Mount Wilson. So that was a great experience as well. And then after that, my junior year, I went to Notre Dame.
Where was the breakthrough then?
The real breakthrough for me was when I moved away to Minnesota. Like I feel like that was probably the best decision that my family's made for my basketball career. 'Cause just from not being in my comfort zone anymore in LA and the school I went to, Minnehaha with Chet Holmgren and playing against him and Jalen Suggs every day. So, like, just seeing those guys, I feel like that just took my game to a whole nother level.
What's the 2 players you think you learned more from?
Mhm. Um, I probably would say Jalen, cause like, just, me and I played with Chet more, like, longer, but just from the year I got to spend with Jalen, my 8th grade year, I just seen him every day in practice just going as hard as he can, like, I'm like, "Man, this is practice, it's not even a game," and he's out there diving on the ground, just going all out, so I feel like that was definitely, something I wanted to take.
Were there habits too that, like, you got to
Mhm.
watch that was something that you learned from him?
Yeah, no, if with him, definitely, even Chet, like, Chet, we would be in, our team meeting before the game, coach would be talking, and then, like, right after, before we go on the court, Chet would be on the side doing squats and just doing stuff to get his body, like, warmed up. I'm like, "Man, you're the best player in the country, like, just doing these little things." But then I didn't realize the impact, like, it really made, and just seeing how they approach the game definitely, gave me little nuggets to take on.
You have to be around people that had success in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
Is there anything like because your older brother had success in a lot of ways off the
Mhm,
court as well. Is
mhm.
there anything that you've learned from him off the court that ended up translating for you on the court that you've gotten to kinda take into your practice as basketball has become your focus?
I feel like he taught me, like, he was a kid star, and, he had a lot of success at an early age, so, I mean, just watching him and, just remain humble, he remained a good person, just seeing that, and, I just felt like that was definitely helpful to me because to be somebody in the position he was, like, having your own TV show as a kid and all that stuff, like, I feel like a lot of people would not know how to handle that, and they would just be, just doing a lot of different crazy things out in the world. So just seeing the way he remained humble and how he approached every day as an older sibling, trying to teach us as much as he can and just be a help to us. I feel like that definitely was helpful for me. Just handling success as I got it throughout my years.
I have to imagine that played a major role when you get to Houston. Was he someone that you got to lean on a lot as you were going through that process?
Yeah, no, for sure. Me and him, we talk a lot, and he just keeps he's the person who sent me a lot of inspiring quotes and stuff like that, and or even a lot of videos on Instagram and just different things that he sees and that he uses to help me. So I'm really appreciative for that.
What do you think the most inspiring thing that he's told you?
Yeah, no, one thing he definitely told me that was helpful was never forget, who you are at the end of the day, and that it's all a part of your journey. So like just take it day by day and remember all the progress you made and just take the small victories. So just never I'm just taking that and never getting too down on myself when I feel like I'm having a bad day or just I'm just trying to continue, just getting better. That's really it.
Can you give Cougar fans kind of a preview as to what they're going to see
Mhm.
in Percy Miller in these next in the rest of the road here? Because they've only got
Mhm.
to see a small glimpse. I know they're excited to know what's coming next.
Yeah, no, I feel like they've only seen a glimpse. I'm a dog, I'm a competitor. I'm somebody who's gonna approach every game with the right mindset going after it. I'm gonna give it my all every time I get on the court. So I just feel like when I get out there, uh, it's gonna be a show. So I feel like y'all y'all got something in store for sure.